We'd have to have under it, takes it away. Something off and sliding over.
So, Boo, how does it feel to be selected for your first Women's Rugby World Cup?
It still doesn't feel real. Like, I've been asked this question so many times this week, but the more I talk about it, the more it's not registering. Like, I'm saying it, like, I don't think I'll realise I'm actually going till I'm on the plane.
It's truly like amazing. It's something that I'm still like trying to believe, I guess. And I was only fortunate enough to make my debut this year, so it's kind of crazy that now I'm going to a World Cup. Like, it is hard to believe at times.
The way they revealed like tickets under the seat, I think it was so funny, and it caught everyone off guard. Yeah, that's probably why I'm still in shock. Didn't really process it there. Still not processing it now.
And how did you get into rugby originally?
Rugby, my sister. So I used to play netball, and then my sister had started picking up rugby league, rugby union, and one day she got me to play league in like a random tournament. And I was like, okay, that's all right, that's fun. And then the next year she was like, come play emus. I was like, okay, I'll just do it for fun. And then I really gave it a crack after school, stopped playing netball and had a proper crack. Country rugby, like, don't really know if you get numbers or not, so most of the time it was 10s. So all I knew was just to run a line and just make a tackle. I've not really learnt like the detail of it all, where to go. Especially because I started in 13, so it's like, do whatever. Country town, I think the community is just so big out there, like especially the friends that I made through school. Friday night, like my old school teachers came and watched us play against Wales. Ferg, our Wallaroos manager, she used to give me lifts to training. Like, I think the community are like really strong and they support you no matter where you go. It's like a second family.
We did the rugby manager for the Wallaroos is also from Orange.
Yeah.
You used to play together.
Yeah, we used to play. Ferg used to actually live around the corner from where I lived. So she would pick us up, drop us off, play. We used to play every Saturday. Mum and Dad love her, like she's another part of our family, but I think it's cool that she was there at the start and now I'm going to World Cup.
That's incredible, yeah. Is she going to the World Cup with you as well?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Yeah, no, I hadn't started playing. I grew up playing a lot of sports. My brother played rugby growing up, but it wasn't really something that the girls were doing at that time. And I played touch football with my mum, and she got me into this tournament, and I played for the Jindabyne Bush Pigs for a sevens tournament, and I loved it. And it was something that I really wanted to keep doing. So at my school, Radford College, there was never a girls team, so we created a girls team, and I was fortunate enough to captain that for the years that we played, and it was great. And then from there, I just got to move on, come through the Brumbies pathway. I haven't left since, basically. So it's back in 2018, and I would love to play for this club for as long as my career goes on.
What's it been like having your father as an Olympic athlete when you were growing up?
He achieved a lot, obviously, in his career, being a silver medalist at the 2000 Olympics, and he has always shown us what a driven person, and always we get in little arguments, but it's always listening to your father tell you stuff, I guess, but he is ultimately right most of the time. But obviously he went into that role then with Rowing Australia, so we were fortunate enough to travel to different countries growing up, and experience that as a family was amazing, and get to meet so many different athletes that are Olympic champions and stuff. So I think it was something I didn't realise how cool at the time it actually was.
When you were growing up, did you just try and archive footage of it? Did you stick it on the VHS or DVD?
He has it there. We've watched it on YouTube. I wasn't born at the time, so neither my brother and I were alive yet, but we have watched his Olympic race. Not many others I've seen, but that one was definitely a really cool one to see how close they came to actually winning the gold. And yeah, it was a pretty amazing race to watch.
I'm studying a Bachelor of Secondary Education, PE.
I'm studying a Bachelor of Secondary Education in HPE and Food Technology here at UC.
When you've got
Tabua, we have the same degree.
Yes, she's right there, Ashvin Endes.
Is she plagiarising some of your stuff?
No. I don't think she would want to plagiarise my stuff, guys.
I think it's so relatable. I think it's really good that she's a little ahead of me, so I can just lean on her for that support as well. It's pretty handy as well, like content and like support-wise. She actually helps me quite a bit.
I give her some advice on that stuff, but then it's also, we have certain courses that we ultimately can do together, which is nice. So it's having a similar person, and it kind of helps then if we're both away, we know what's going on. And
like, how do you find balancing life as a uni student and a professional rugby player?
It's actually quite hard, especially when they're both like passion areas. One, you just have to work a little bit harder, and that's uni. It's something that like I want to chase, but right now I want to chase being a rugby player, so it's sort of like, how can I balance them at the same time?
it gets tricky and can be quite a lot. My work's been really supportive, allowing me the time off to travel and work part-time to accommodate my uni and training days. Definitely uni takes a big chunk out of it, and it has taken me a bit longer. I'm almost done, but it's taken me a year or so longer than probably ultimately would have liked. But I've learned along the way I'm not in a rush, and I would love to just keep studying and at the same time keep pursuing this rugby journey. When we're in Brumbies season, it's pretty much 3 days of work, 2 days of uni, and then training most nights, and then obviously games on the weekend. And then when we're away, it's kind of just trying to get flexible classes to allow us to, I guess, do it online, and then work again is really flexible. My degree, I have to do pracs, so with example this year, I was meant to do them at the start of the year, but now it's looking like I'll do it at the end, so it's just kind of working around how our schedule goes.
You can just hang around after the tournament? What have you got booked in? Who are you going with?
Yep. I'm going with Boo, Tabua. We don't have much planned.
Well, we just know our return date, the 11th. Where we're gonna go, I don't know, up to the wind, I think.
But it's a hard thing to plan because hopefully you want to make the grand final, obviously, and you want to go as far as you can. So ultimately that's our first priority, and then from there will be amazing to travel to some countries I haven't been before. Not a lot planned yet, but I guess we'll see as we go.
So are you two best mates then?
I'm gonna say yes, and you better ask her the same question.
You two not fancy a small amount of separation maybe in your spare time?
Yeah, we spent the whole year pretty much together, so we're like, why not? I guess being already over there, it works, and being best friends.
Woo!
Nice work.
Thank you. This light is so jarring. Yeah. That was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.